Go ahead, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got our dear friend and legend in the building. Y'all might know him from his iconic acting roles like Jody in Baby Boy, or from one of his big hit songs like How You Gonna Act Like That. Y'all please welcome the one and only, hold on, Dr.
The way, hey, let's
Doctor,
go. Let's go.
Dr. Tyrese Gibson.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
Sit next to Dr. Smiley.
my God.
You know what I'm talking about? We just got our doctorates yesterday. I got 3 of them.
Really?
Just so you know.
And they got us in front of the graduation class. We was talking trash.
It was bad.
We was like,
It's ghetto right here. He ghetto.
Not me, that was you.
No, that's you, man. Don't see he gaslighting. He playing. He trying to put that off on me. He ghetto.
What was it a doctor for?
Are you a gynecologist?
A doctorate for?
Oh, see, they're going to
What are you?
for all the things that we do
I
in,
was just
in the community.
Get the words right. What'd you get your doctorate for? Where's the people? What is it, nigga? Get it together. You
They don't even know.
You don't even know.
Answer the question.
I ate 30 Chick-fil-A sandwiches in one day and I got a doctorate for it. That's right.
Somebody had some extra change and said, let's give out some doctorates, honey.
Oh, don't hate Gary.
He did disrespectful because ain't nobody called him to give him a doctorate yet.
They ain't called him yet.
Okay, that's all right. He gonna get it. He gonna get it soon. Just stay at it.
Yes, Lord.
Stay the journey.
So yesterday we were there. You gave me your phone, and man, I don't know, Brad, if you saw Maria, if y'all saw the previews of your new film, 1992, is coming out this Friday in theaters, and you are playing the character named Mercer, who go through many trials while trying to rebuild his relationship with his son. Tell us about that and about the movie, and tell us about what it was like playing Mercer, and do you relate to the character in any way?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, well, thank y'all. First of all, I love y'all's show, man. It's been a while that since I've been on here with you specifically. I've done your show with everybody but you. It's crazy, and I love them because we always have fun. But you just never around. You're somewhere virtually.
Always. And we go back to the Doug Bank days.
Yeah, this we
Banks.
go way back, man.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you, brother, for
Thank you.
Your stage and your platform gets bigger and bigger. And, it's nothing more powerful and empowering than just knowing that somebody's listening, somebody's watching, and you just never know what God could use you for to impact their world. And my condolences for your loss. I have not been able to say that to you in person.
Thank you for saying what you said yesterday, because you opened up a wide door after you left the ceremony yesterday. I piggybacked and continued what you were saying about God. Because I had to give a speech as well, but you opened that door wide open, and it was beautiful. You set me up to have a great closing.
Yes, sir.
Just honoring God. He was talking about, Brad, it was deep.
I mean, let's go there, man.
He gonna have.
We'll get back to promoting the movie. They're gonna be all right.
A mega church, Brad.
Oh, Jesus.
He's gonna be a pastor one day.
I can see it.
Oh man, he bought that word yesterday. Now he talked about God. He talked like some simple stuff about just being thankful just to be alive. And it had tears. People had tears in their eyes when you were saying what you were saying.
I can give it
yesterday.
to him right now if you want me to. It's very quick.
Man, God is. Tell him how good God really is.
Absolutely. I was explaining that a lot of us are so focused on what we wearing, who we dating, what they got compared to what you got, comparing yourself. The demonic spirit of comparison robs you of your joy, right? Yeah. This is what I have. And I may want and desire more, because when other people are successful, they just show you what's possible.
Right.
It's not because you're supposed to be jealous or envious or losing sleep over somebody else's breakthrough. And I just said, while you're comparing your life and robbing yourself of the joy of your journey and your timing and your process, I said, you're focused on who you are.
Right.
While losing sight of whose you are.
Absolutely. That right there.
The Lord Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. And I'm very clear that I don't belong to me, I belong to him. So I have no idea, while other people get 5 minutes of fame and it fizzles away, I had 30 seconds and it's turned into 30 years. So if you're jealous and envious and insecure about my life, and confused about how I've gotten on and I'm still on, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
I'm confused about my life either, because if somebody were to do the exact same things that happened for me, the outcome will be very different.
Right.
So
But that who and
run
that
your
who's,
race.
That who and that who's, you set the whole room off with that yesterday. That was real deep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
So
well, it's important, man. I mean, it's cool to promote albums and movies and all of the stuff, but I believe that if we have a stage and a platform, that we got to use it, and sometimes it's fun to put a little medicine inside the cheeseburger, You're going to eat that cheeseburger.
Absolutely.
Put a little medicine in there and they be like, oh, I feel better.
Right.
So
right.
it was a moment. I'm the most unqualified doctor there is. To all of the doctors out there who have actually earned their degrees and they really do this for real, they told me that the only thing that I could do with my doctor style, I got a doctorate now. I got two of them.
Right.
One is Dominican Republic. I'm just playing. Dr. Gibson twice. Right. And they said that the only thing that I could prescribe is I can hand out if you're dehydrated, I could give you a prescription for Pedialyte.
That's it.
It stops
there. Stop right
That's
there.
for babies, huh?
Yeah. That's all. If you're dehydrated, I can give you some Gatorade and Pedialyte. It stops there. If I give you anything else, it's illegal.
Wow, that's impressive.
Well, Dr. Gibson, I have a question here because we've been talking about it, and you could probably help me. Now, you recently were very, very authentic on how you lost hundreds of thousands of dollars on jewelry being lost or stolen. So now you purchase yours on Amazon?
Yeah.
You get your jewelry on Amazon. So do you think that more celebrities should be more honest about those types of
Everything
purchases?
I'm wearing is from Amazon.
Looking at it, I could kind of tell a little bit, but
You can't tell that's from Amazon,
Dr.
sir.
Gibson. Oh, I could tell.
You can tell that's from Amazon?
Oh, Dr. Gibson, I could tell.
You can't tell. You would have never, ever said that about my watch had I not announced it. Now, that's a lie. Your ring look more fake than mine.
Oh, wait a minute, boo.
That's a real ring.
Yes, she's real.
She's real.
She real.
But that thing look more fake than mine.
That may do, Dr. Gibson.
It costs a real number. I'm just saying visually.
Right.
To the untrained eye.
I'm cracking right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm
Amazon
saying. Let me go on
hitting
and
that.
slide that over to you real quick and go ahead and see what the layer. Let me give you a little light. You put that under the
Yeah,
light.
That's what
That's what we think. Put it under the light.
He said, hold it to the light.
Hold on. Hold it to the light now.
Oh, Brad.
You cannot tell me on any level that thing right there look like it's fake. And you can't tell me your ring look better than that because I don't believe it.
Now, what kind of ring is that, Gary?
She's a dome.
She's a dog.
You gonna shock a head. Well, Tyrese, I have a question for you, and I love
sock him in the dome.
Tyrese, I have a question. I love the way that you shared how, you've evolved in the way that you think and your mindset, and I'm sure that experiences over these 30 years in the business have contributed to that. And so now when you're selecting what types of movies to do, even music projects and who to collaborate with, how has that evolution and those new life experiences impacted the kinds of projects you decide to be on?
That's a good question. And here's my best answer without pissing anybody off, because that's what I do. I piss people off sometimes because we've gotten so immune to the lie. When somebody tells the truth, it just goes viral for some reason.
Well, go on
Truth
and tell
is,
me.
I'm not always passionate about every movie I do. I just like what they pay me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that answer.
Yeah, but that's
So the money be so real. I'd be like, y'all paying me all that to do what? Now I'm talented. I'm good at what I do as an actor. I've also convinced you that I'm actually passionate about what I'm here to do, but I can't wait to leave. When the brat does concerts, she's been rapping for 30 years. No. I'm not throwing you on. I'm also not telling you how you feel, Brad. You're my sister. I love you. I'm saying
come over there.
there is no way the brat, as one of the biggest, most iconic hip hop legends out there, could tell me that she is passionate about every concert she do.
Sometimes
You get your money. You get your money. The audience could be the audience can be super cracking, but you gonna get that money, and all you want is to get to the house.
Ask that around the table then. Ricky, are you like that with your comedy show?
Sometimes you have to go through the motions.
Yeah.
Sometimes it be sold out and the audience is bad, and sometimes you have 3 people and they're great.
But there are roles you wouldn't take for a certain paycheck. There are certain roles you
here's
wouldn't
the thing.
take.
I want to make sure I'm also being clear about this. You can't buy what's not for sale. See, I'm not for sale.
Right.
I got to get money. I got to pay bills.
Right.
So if there is a movie or an opportunity and they say we're gonna give you $1.2 million for 4 days, then I'm gonna be there for 4 days.
And it'd be a hard 4 days, and you just swallow it and just deal with it and stay up and learn those lines and do what you got to do for that 1.5.
I don't necessarily do movies that are complete trash. I don't do that.
Because we've seen that happen with actors
with me.
before. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might not like the movie, but I've
You
it
did
ain't
your
always
thing.
been
But
the
what-
best movie. But I've never done when I read the script and I was like, yo, this is the worst shit I've ever read ever. But how much y'all?
Okay.
I don't do that.
Right.
I don't do that.
But
I actually
you
tend
gotta
to
be
do a lot
passionate
of
about
rewrites.
this one because you gave me your phone yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And we sat there and we
Oh, yeah.
watched that trailer. So you can have some kind of passion for this one. What is it about this one?
Oh, this one
Yes.
is literally from the heart.
Okay.
Okay,
And why?
I actually did I probably did, no disrespect to the writer, but I probably did about 40, maybe 50 pages of rewrites on this script. We'll never get credit for it, but yeah, this is 1992, April 29th. I was living in Watts. The Rodney King verdict was read. I was there. I was born and raised in Watts. I'm 45, okay? Born in 78 at Martin Luther King Hospital. And everything about what I was born into was the 1965 riots. Right now, if you move to Minneapolis, you're going to still feel the spirit and the energy of George Floyd.
Right.
If you live there, you feel it. If you move there, you're going to feel it. You go to Memphis, Tennessee, you're going to feel the spirit and the energy of the assassination of Dr. King. Being born and raised in Watts, I felt the energy of the 1965 riots. Dr. King was actually sent to Watts in 65. The president sent him because they was burning the city down. So here I am growing up in Watts. I was 65. I was born in 78. So all you're hearing is about the Watts riots. So now in 92, I experienced it for myself. And I'm like, wow. I'm talking about ashes all over the floors. I was out there looting and rioting. I had to give me a couple pieces.
Right.
A couple pieces. Just a couple.
Got you just
Okay, just a couple VCRs.
shoot.
nigga,
Yeah.
So
Some gym
a
shoes.
couple gym shoes, couple hats, long tees,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Chucks,
Yeah,
Dickies,
yeah,
yeah, all that. So I broke up in a couple things. We're past the statute of limitations, so I could put my business out there. I was scared.
Yeah.
I was scared because I'm going to tell you why. See, it's already scary to be born and raised in the hood when you really live in the hood. I'm not an implant. I wasn't born in the valley, in the suburbs. Moms fell on hard times, lost her job, then we had to move to the hood. I was born and raised in Watts. So everything about being in the hood is so unpredictable because they don't kill the Crips and the Bloods. They will kill who they want to kill. And when you have to walk from Watts to where my school was, I'm walking literally through 15 different hoods, Crips and Bloods, Mexican SA gangs, and you don't have to be a dope dealer. I'm playing basketball with the homie on a Wednesday, and now we washing cars and doing a fundraiser on a Friday. Because, of course, no one thought he was going to die. He's a good guy. He don't gangbang. He ain't do nothing to nobody. Good guy. But that's what the hood is. So go ahead and take that boiler plate and now add some 1992 on it, April 29th. With the Rodney King verdict, where the white people in the courtroom smiling because they knew they was going to get off.
Yeah.
Okay? So now the 1992 movie is about Ray Liotta breaking into a warehouse while the looting and rioting is going on. White people smart. They said, okay, when you press 911, who going to answer?
Right.
Okay, you're going to be on hold for about 3-4 hours. So we got enough time to go break into that bank, go break into that Amazon warehouse and go steal those $50 million in platinum bars. So the movie is not about the looting and rioting. The movie is about a heist that went down. I've told people, and this might sound crazy, but I could probably be the only one to say this. This is the Fast and the Furious of South Central cinema. You have never seen as many white people in a South Central film. Scott Eastwood, all of his.
And you was in full character, like you had a full beard.
Well, you get to have a beard in real life, and mine don't really come in like that.
but I saw. Have you seen the trailer, Brad? You got. You have to see the trailer. It's really good. Okay. It's powerful. I cannot wait to this film.
It's a crime thriller action movie, and guess what, y'all? What? This movie was actually. I got no pride and ego saying this. This movie, nobody wanted to make this movie in Hollywood. Long before I was ever attached, they could not get a studio or a streaming platform to make this movie because of the racial topics. They'll make all their movies. They'll make a slave movie in a minute. But they won't make a movie about something that actually happened that really, really affected people. You know, George Floyd movie will never be made, but they'll go ahead and put us in them slave outfits and have us out here, 100 years of slavery. So we could not get this movie made. And then even after it was made, they wanted to go straight to DVD. So when we released the trailer, it did 100 million views in 1 week.
So when did you become so outspoken?
I've been this my whole life.
Been like that.
Oh, really?
Ask Brett. It's like the conversations that we've had over the years is so raw and unfiltered and real. It gets uncomfortable because they like, we better be glad nobody can hear this. The slaves come out. Right. You better shut up, Mercer. Mercer.
Well, Tyrese, you had you had the world talking.
Talk about it.
Them dispensaries. You had the world talking when you came out and did the national anthem.
Yes.
What was that about? Your beard and were you working on a role?
Yes. So I'm glad you brought that up because that's the elephant in the room. So guys, if you go online right now, and you type in Tyrese Wildflower trailer, I released a song dedicated to my mother, rest in peace, and I could not wear regular clothes, meaning 2024 clothing, in a video from 1968. So I was in full character, and for the first time ever, we went on YouTube and found them dudes that be putting them fake beards on, fake hairlines, and making it look real.
Yeah.
So we got a hold of one of those guys because, white people in Hollywood don't know nothing about this texture.
Right.
They be having out here looking crazy. Go ahead, action! Look, this hairline is... What is going? So you committed to this,
right?
You look great,
right?
European beard.
Check the gate.
We got to be crispy.
Anyway, so I got a hold of this dude on YouTube who does it for real. Brought him out from Texas. God bless that brother. And it was my first time ever having a full-on situation. It took him 6 hours to do it. And I was literally in the mirror in disbelief. And so, the truth be told, it became an accidental gift. I know everybody laughed and had a little moment, but it became an accidental gift because it took him 6 hours to put it on. And he said it would take at least 3 hours to take it off. And we filmed all night, ran overtime, like 6 hours. And then they told me I had a 10:30 a.m. rehearsal to sing the national anthem for the L.A. Rams.
Right.
So I had to show up in my situation. I said, well, you know what? Because they're going to look at me like I'm crazy with all this hair and this beard, let's just go on and get these the bell bottoms too.
Yeah.
And the platform
you did it?
too.
Yeah, I thought you was doing like a Marvin Gaye
I
thing.
thought it was channeling Isaac Hayes.
That's what it became, but it was an accident.
Are you serious?
I'm not making this up, man. I don't lie, man. Even if I embarrass myself, I'll tell the truth.
Yeah.
The other thing that happened was, okay, so I got the full beard on, and then this is the actual costume that I wore in the music video dedicated to my mother for the Wildflower song and video, right? And then I just said, well, you know what? If I just wear the beard and the hair with regular clothes, I'm gonna look crazy.
Right.
So let me just go on and lead a platinum platform this thick, bro.
So how did the live audience receive it?
They didn't know what was going on. Nor did anybody else who was online. They like, what is going? Yeah, it was full on.
We talked about it on Dish Nation. We were like,
I'm sure you did, sir.
We just thought you had a Marvin Gaye role or something.
But no, this is what it became, sis. Okay, again, it was weird. It was There was no time to explain it. I just had to do what I had to do.
That's actually good.
Yeah.
But what it ended up happening, what had happened was, okay, go ahead and laugh. Okay, it's all right. Get it out. So what had happened was, I got there and I said, okay, this is kind of crazy. St. Louis Rams becomes the L.A. Rams. My mom and daddy were both born in St. Louis. Okay, that's cool. Okay, well, we're going to run with that. Then I said, the last time somebody did a legendary anthem was actually Marvin Gaye. And he did it at the Great Western Forum at a Laker game. The SoFi Arena that the L.A. Rams play in is literally in the same parking lot as the Forum. So if this is the Forum, this is the SoFi Arena. There's literally no buildings and no properties in between. So I said, this is an accidental gift. The most legendary anthem was from Marvin Gaye, who took his damn time. He did it at a Laker game at the Great Western Forum right here, and I did the same thing at the SoFi Arena right next door. So he planned it, but mine was an accidental blessing. And so when you see me wearing the Earth, Wind, and Fire outfit with the full beard, with the beanie on, and you hear the congos on some Marvin Gaye type stuff, and then I sung the anthem, and now you see the music video, you're going to understand something that nobody could have ever understood at the time. Them white people never seen the Marvin Gaye version. They definitely never seen my version. They looking at me like, is this the from Fast and the Furious out here with a beard, with bell bottoms on? He is definitely having another mental health episode right here. So that's what it was.
Now, let's talk about the soundtrack. You had people like Snoop Dogg, E40, October London, The Game, and many more. How was it like to be able to play the role of Mercer as well as create the music, to go along with the film?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because God is the greatest.
Yeah.
You talking about 100 million views on the trailer? Like, I'm not lying. If y'all go to the Instagram on Lionsgate, one thing I don't do is I don't gaslight, put 10 on 2.
Right.
If you go to the Lionsgate Instagram page, we have the highest viewed trailer.
Wow.
And the movie was $2. Nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted to make it. And yet, to go from straight to DVD, and now we got 100 million views on the trailer. This is amongst all the social media platforms, not just on Instagram. But every Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, everybody who reposted it, thank y'all. Because we went from no premiere, straight to streaming, to 5 premieres. A soundtrack that never existed.
Right.
All of this ended up happening because God will always have so much more in mind than we could ever have for us.
No matter what they say.
I just didn't want to take no for an answer, and my no became whatever that no was. God said, "No, I got this mine. This one right here.
Right.
This boy here, Tyrese. This Jody's mine.
Right.
You can't tell him no.
Yeah.
You tell him no, it's gonna become a bigger yes. So Labor Day weekend, I don't know how to promote a movie. It's too many movies, but I will tell y'all that if y'all could go watch 1992 Labor Day weekend, and if you're 35 and older, it was controversial the other day. I said, hey man, don't wait to get your tickets at the last minute, 35, because these youngsters be online ordering 12 seats, and you show up for date night, and you sitting up there looking on the front row, your neck is hurting, and you wear glasses.
Right.
All up my nose.
Yeah.
Order your tickets online now. Labor Day weekend, the movie 1992 is coming out. And I didn't do it for the money.
Right.
They didn't, it wasn't no money. What they paid me was like what I get in per diem. I was motivated because this is my city. This is a story that Hollywood did not want to tell. They didn't want nobody to know.
Right.
That you can beat a black man, run out of breath, take a break. You go on in there.
Yeah.
Go back in there and beat him some more. They killed that man and brought him back to life. They beat him to death and then kept beating him until he came back to life. Yeah. And then when the trial happened, it was the LAPD. And not all police officers are bad. Because y'all done saved me a lot of times. I love y'all.
Yeah.
But there's some bad ones out there. The LAPD moved the trial for Rodney King from downtown L.A. because they knew the jury would be diverse.
Sure.
And they moved it literally to Simi Valley, where not one black and brown soul lives.
Right.
Okay? That's like moving a trial from Bankhead to Buckhead.
Right. Well, it's the same now.
Well, yeah. Well, no. Well, everybody that's in Buckhead don't. Does everybody that's in Buckhead live in Buckhead though? Kinda. So give me an example. Where is it all white folks? What part? Alpharetta.
Yeah.
You gonna move it from?
Cobb.
You gonna move it from
Cobb.
Snow on the Bluff? It was supposed to be Snow on the Bluff where the trial was in that courtroom, and then they moved that thing to Cobb.
Yeah. Man, that's
so it's expected of them to be not guilty because it was all white people in that jury.
Sure.
And so when that happened, we burned the city down.
And this Friday, this wonderful film, 1992, it comes out. We're so excited for you. I got a lightning round. You ready for these quick
Can we
questions?
talk about my album?
Yeah, absolutely. Tell it. Absolutely. I forgot all about
Hurry
it.
up and put it out there, Tyrese.
You cannot?
Quick.
Absolutely.
Okay. This might piss
And we're going to play the song. What song you want us to play?
I appreciate it, man. I just want to.
And which song you want us to
Ricky
play?
Smiley. Yeah, this is grown listeners right here.
Yeah, baby making.
Baby making married couples.
Yes.
Sorry, you got somewhere to go. I'm talking too
I'm late
much.
for a date.
You got to go return that shirt.
Okay. So I'm sorry, Gary. I respect everybody's time. So what if I told y'all that because of my divorce, I went to the studio, album and the most important music of my life. It's called Beautiful Pain. And I'm talking about my divorce, and I'm also talking about me finding love again.
Right.
So discovering the beauty in my pain. Right. Sometimes we could be so broken and confused about a breakup that we don't allow ourselves to like or allow ourselves to be liked. We don't allow ourselves to love or ever. We rob everybody of the opportunity to love. Somebody could be at your job flirting with you every day, and you got that ex-husband living rent-free in your head, and you'll never give that man another chance. And he's right there the whole time.
Right.
So I could not believe that she filed for divorce and left me the way she did, but I also could not believe that God sent me someone to be my person in the midst of all of my pain.
Won't he do it?
And to love me from where I was, because I didn't think it was possible to love me. I was broken. Like my pieces was all over the floor.
Sure.
Burning. On fire.
Right.
And so the album is called Beautiful Pain. It's 20 songs total.
Wow.
It's live. It's a double vinyl, double album. And the song Wildflower is dedicated to my mother, rest in peace, who died of all days. She died on Valentine's Day. She gave birth to an R&B singer, and she dies on Valentine. So for all of the kids out there, Lil Tay-Tay, Lil Ray-Ray, Lil Say-Say, and Lil May-May, this ain't for you. Okay? This album is going to put you to sleep. Let me give you a couple names that'll put you to sleep real quick. Donny Hathaway, Marvin Gaye, Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah, they didn't put us to
the
sleep.
OJs. No, I'm talking about the youngsters.
Okay.
We don't go to sleep for real music.
No, right.
So on this album, we got Lenny Kravitz, Kenny G. David Foster came out of retirement to produce this album with my brother, Brandon Bam Hodge. It's 20 songs total. Tamar Braxton did a duet with me for Neither One of Us. Neither One of Us
Wants to be the first.
I did a remake of Donny Hathaway's Giving Up.
Yeah.
We got Wildflower. Kim Burrell is on the album. I
really can't wait to hear this. Like you pulled them out. You pulled everybody out.
I purposely wanted to put these kids to sleep. See, what happens when you little young go to sleep after you do your homework and your mama tell you to turn Fortnite off,
right?
Because you got to get dropped off in the carpool. That's when grown folks get to be grown.
Right.
This ain't for you youngsters. Now here's the problem, Ricky, and I'm gonna wrap this up. All these old out here, they're trying to cater to these kids.
Right.
Why are y'all old heads, R&B singers and rappers, why are y'all so uncomfortable with letting these youngsters appeal to the youngsters?
Right.
Why y'all releasing songs, singing some shit? You're 43.
Yeah.
What you singing at?
Yeah.
Girl, I'm going to put you on the bed and pretend.
Thank thank you for saying that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, women my age, grown women don't want to hear that.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to hear about all that freaky. Like, I'm like, okay,
It's
maybe
too
in my
much.
20s it's too
Beat that hoe with a bat.
much. Be romantic.
Beat that hoe with a bat.
Come on.
Hey, put that hoe on the floor.
No, tell me how you gonna love me.
Nigga, you ain't beating your mama with a bat.
No.
You ain't beating the woman that you actually love with a bat. But here's the thing. You rapping that shit. And you going home to a woman that you actually love and you treat with the utmost respect. I done been around these rappers that's rapping that shit that's ratchet. Lil Tay-Tay is 60 now.
Yeah.
But when you around these rappers, they treating they wife like complete royalty.
Yeah.
So now they live in the lie because the lie is always way more popular than the truth.
Yeah.
Now Sierra jumped out there. And all the controversy followed her trying to jump in her Mary J. Blige bag and I'll bust a window out your car and SZA and Summer Walker. Because right now the narrative is, F you, I don't need you, I don't want you, I don't desire you. That is a lie, and that's the devil. You know what I'm talking about.
Talking about
Brad, ain't you married?
Absolutely.
Happily married.
Absolutely.
Love your wife.
Absolutely.
Adore your wife.
Absolutely.
Now, if the brat put out a record dissing and disrespecting the sanctuary of love, in love and marriage, she gonna look like the rest of these rappers out here, or I'ma look like the rest of these singers out here, filling up arenas, convincing everybody that they don't need a man. Well, you keep taking your ass home to that poodle and that vibrator.
Oh, God.
That part. I love my black man.
See, girl,
The
there's hope
and the vibrator.
Tell Gary that there's hope out there for him.
There's
or whatever,
hope for me,
because the last
Tyrese.
guy he dated.
Well, he just said that people telling lies too much, so don't ask him to do that.
Yeah, Gary,
Okay.
it's love out there.
Listen.
You don't have to deal with
Stop
booty-eating James.
Stop trying to convince. I ain't got nothing to say about that. We're going to move on.
Move on,
That
Tyrese.
thing, whatever that thought is, rebuke it to the name of Jesus. Go up right up there to the iCloud.
Yes,
Get out of here
rebuke
with that. Get out of here. So the disrespect is never ending. I'm sorry, you got to deal with this shit, Gary.
Tyrese,
Give me some
you
love.
know,
Let me hug you, man.
Yeah, let me give me a
No,
hug.
hug him.
No,
No,
tell him,
hug
Tyrese.
You do what makes you happy.
Yes, Lord.
Out of here.
I rebuke that devil, honey.
Disrespect
That was a
is
long
bad.
time ago.
That's just
Anyway.
wrong. Anyway, what I'm going to say is this. I'm going to say that. There, give it to him. What I'm going to say is this, y'all. I'm sorry that y'all 12, 15, 16, 20-year-olds have been convinced of all of these female artists out here singing these songs, beating the and bashing men. Every song. To the left, I don't need no man. I'm independent. I could do bad by myself. Now, guess what? Independence is great because you got to get it. But don't independence your way into loneliness. Nobody wants to be alone. This is biblical. This is not God's opinion. There's verses, but this is the word of God that speaks to the beauty of companionship. Y'all niggas is filling up arenas. I hate men.
I don't.
And then you going home to your husband.
Yes, Lord.
Beyonce came with Lemonade and talked about the things that she experienced and went through and went home to her husband.
Yes.
All right? Y'all out here playing. Listen, I'm a grown man. Where's the camera at? I don't even know where I'm looking. I'm
Look, it's
looking
right
at
there,
look,
baby.
Okay, that's the camera.
Yes,
Let me tell y'all something.
We got 3 angles.
Let me tell y'all something.
Yes, Lord.
I love love.
Yes.
I love when my girl is popping pimples in the bed and we go all the way. I swear to God, if I ever go broke, if we ever do OnlyFans, we going to do $5 million a week.
That's right.
I love love. I'm 45. I'm not buying what y'all selling.
Tell it, truth and shame the devil.
Tell it.
I'm tired of y'all out here
Yes,
trying to convince us that love is the last thing on your mind. And let me say something else.
Hurry up, Tyrese.
And I'm not coming at the women, by the way. I'm talking to dudes, too.
Yeah.
It's worse for dudes.
Yeah.
You 50 years old with a backpack on in the
Oh,
club.
Okay.
For what?
Well, I don't have one.
Take your ass home and get married.
Go home. Yes.
peppermint socks.
Peppermint socks.
Buying out sections in the club.
Yes.
With the little black book walking up to you, old as hell. Look, when the black book come out, this is what they do, Ricky. I'm giving it to you.
Give it to
Okay.
Yes, Lord.
In the club, old as hell. Look, this is what happened when the black book come out.
What it come out?
Hand me the black book, like I'm the old nigga in the club. And I gotta pay for all this. And I got
Down.
30 women in my section,
30 women?
old as hell,
Yeah.
because I don't want to get married and be grown and be responsible. And they give me the black book, and this is what happened. My old ass in the club, all you women out, you should be ashamed of yourself. You know, goddamn well you too young to be in the section with that old.
That's right.
Anyway, so the black book come out, then he gonna pull out his glasses. Here we go. Oh, let me see what that goddamn invoice gonna hit me for tonight. Yeah. And that start chewing on his tongue. Old as hell, because you can't concentrate unless you chew. That goddamn. I got it. But let me see what that gonna hit me for tonight. Did y'all go big? Y'all lived y'all life tonight, huh?
Yes, Lord.
So let me go on and put that goddamn 12,000. Who ordered 3 Casamigos? Who ordered the goddamn what's the expensive? I don't drink. What's the expensive?
Bread no.
What's the expensive?
Look at everybody like Brando.
What's the most expensive little brown bottle that's it?
What is that?
Brown
Jay-Z
liquor.
has Jay-Z's liquor.
What is it?
None of us really drink like that in here.
1942. That
Oh,
1942 will set your back. Let me give it to you again. Goddamn, who ordered a 1942 up in here? Which one of y'all ordered? That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Take your old home. Go find your wife. And I'm gonna say this last thing before I go. Okay, some of y'all have decided to not get married,
Right.
and not give love a shot again, because you got this narrative around healing.
Right.
I got some really unfortunate news for you. You were never healed before you got married.
Preach to him. Preach to the choir.
You're not even healed while you're married.
Right.
You talk to your wife right now about your childhood traumas and you'll start tearing up. If your wife start talking to you right now while she's married about her daddy issues, she will tear up and be traumatized. If healing was a cup of glass that we could just drink, okay, now it's time to get married. No. Sometime when God sends you the right person,
Oh, my God. I'm waiting.
Me too.
they will contribute to your healing. You don't have to go and figure this all out on your own. Listen, Bishop T.D. Jakes, as an example, can quote the Bible inside out and give you 40, 50 versions and give you a word to go along with it. Even Bishop Jakes is still on a journey to get to know Jesus. He has not figured it out. He's still going through stuff right now. And he is still getting to know the Lord Jesus Christ. And I don't really know of a man that's more anointed than Bishop Jakes.
Yeah.
You don't get to know Jesus only when you say, I'm a rededicate my life to Christ. Okay, now I'm good. Listen, if Bishop G.D. Jakes were to stop his Jesus journey, he might as well go to heaven now.
Right.
My Lord.
The journey doesn't stop, boys and
The
girls.
song said it's good to know
You've been
Jesus.
single for 40
Lily
years.
Little Valley.
Yes.
Celibate for 40 years. All your friends and convince you, lunches and dinners and waiting to exhale, beating the man down,
Come on.
beating the woman down. You seen your homie go through a divorce. You seen him or me go through all this baby mama drama with the courts, and what more do you want from me and all this and you say, see, that's why I'm never gonna get married. That ain't your story, sir.
Right.
That's what happened to me. That's my baby mama. That's who I signed up for.
Right.
That has nothing to do with what God is going to do for you when it comes to marriage and family.
Oh, I need
You can get married and be married for the rest of your life.
I need it.
And I'm going to tell you the last thing. I keep saying it's the last thing. Thank you, Jesus. I'm going to give y'all this last piece, y'all.
Tyrese.
I'm going to give y'all this last piece, man.
I'm listening.
I have to tell y'all something because this is the part that's irresponsible for our grandparents that's been married for 50, 60 years. I'm going to tell y'all the part that's not fair. I love you, grandparents. I love that we just celebrate y'all being married for 60 years. But when you going to tell your grandkids and your great-grandkids, how many times you got cheated on by granddad. And you decided to stay with him anyway. Because this was long before social media. Papa was a Rolling Stone was not some random concept. What does that mean? On the other side, when is your grandfather going to tell you that I fell in love with your grandmother? We met in high school, and she was beautiful. Everybody in school wanted her. Then she got cancer or breast cancer, and she went from 160 pounds with all the butt and all of this and that and ooh. Now she lost all of her hair, and she's down to 105 pounds. And your grandfather decided to love her anyway.
Right.
There's been health crisis. There's been people. When you lose somebody, you know this, Rick.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Yes, sir.
When you lose someone, you become somebody else very differently.
Right.
And if you're in a relationship, that man or that woman may not recognize you, may not recognize what that trauma made you become.
Right.
That husband still has to love his wife, even though she has literally became a different person because of the tragedy, because of the weight loss, because of sickle cell, because of an STD, because of something. Listen, man, stop talking about marriage and let's start talking more about the challenges of marriage, but more importantly, how you've been able to get through it.
That's
because
good.
y'all are couples goals.
Right.
Without giving us information. You know what you are? You're like a magician.
Right. That's
putting all this. You're like 60 years of marriage and creating the smoke. Give us the details of how you got through it. Give us the details. I have never been around a married man consistently.
Right.
Until I was around Rev Run.
Yeah. And that's a good example.
What is marriage?
Right.
What is a wife? What is a family? When you argue, how do you argue?
Yeah, that's true. So
you see?
We got it.
That's what beautiful pain is.
Well, Tyrese, that was a lot, honey. You definitely need to be a pastor. You got preacher goals.
No, I ain't got no preacher
goals. Yes, you do.
No, because
you have a ministry.
You do.
It might not be in a church, but like what you said yesterday at that ceremony, it was powerful and it was impactful.
Motivational
speaker. I was able to piggyback off of that.
I appreciate it. I'm too ratchet to be a pastor.
And I say that like
I'm too ratchet.
And I like you all over.
I'm too ratchet.
He's too ratchet, but you're not too ratchet, Pastor.
I'll be having sex in my congregation with women, I think.
Well, that's why you have all the problems.
Man, come on.
That's what I'm saying. I think I would be that guy. Listen, that's the problem. They won't be honest.
It was so positive. It went so well, and then it just...
No, I'm telling y'all the truth.
Well, why would you have...
Why would women in the church?
Don't ask
because
him
that's where all the single women at.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Come on,
we gotta go.
Man,
this is we're
what are you talking about? How many women go to church with a man? They don't.
Yeah, but
that's why these pastors be falling off.
But that don't mean you have to be
They
that
sitting
way.
on the front row with them leg muscles after working out in the gym all week, and you don't think I see that while I'm preaching?
You gave all this Christianity, and now look at you, the devil.
No, you just said you said I could be a pastor one day, and I'm telling you I'm not ready because I'm ratchet.
You had me almost damn crying, and now you talking all this stuff about this stuff.
No. See, you don't. That's what I'm saying. The truth is uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable.
No pastor would say, I love Jesus, I love God, I'm up in here trying to figure this out, I'm a man of God, I'm preaching, I got veins coming out my neck when I preach the word of God, but I cannot stop looking at Sister Carlisle's cleavage.
Well, you need to stop. You was good until you just said
the cleavage is on the front row, and I couldn't even get through this Bible verse.
You know how
what
hard it is
pastor's
to
going
perform
to say that?
To do comedy?
Okay.
With the cleavage on the front row.
Okay, there you go. You see there? Do you do comedy?
And then they blur it.
Okay,
and then
so
they
you
blur
don't know what it's like to be trying to focus on your joke and not focus on that cleavage.
Guys, we need to. Okay.
We got to wrap it up.
Tyrese, the cleavage is blurry like through the little Darryl glasses.
It's crazy.
But a comedian and a preacher is two different things, honey.
Okay.
No, it's not. We're talking about how hard it must be to act as if you don't see what you see.
Well, you're supposed to.
You're human.
Well, you're human, but you're still supposed to put blinders on like a horse.
Okay, well,
you
guess
know
what?
what's hard wrapping up this interview? Let's do that.
No,
all right, hold
listen,
on one second.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh
if I became a pastor in the next 2 years,
I will be smashing congregation mention in my preacher's quarters.
Don't be saying that.